everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another video. I know, right after on the heels of my last video where I tried to do a spoiler-free, non-biased review of the Superman movie. Now, I had a lot of issues with the movie and I didn't really want to say anything bad about it. That's why this rant is coming out, so I can talk and tell my true piece of what I feel about this film. I still can actually say it has a 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so it is actually an entertaining movie, and I would still say if you are a fan of Superman and you don't have a problem with some of the things I'm going to say about this, it's still a decent movie. Like I said, it's still a good movie to see, but it is not a great movie, and these are some major league nitpicks that I have to talk about this particular movie. I guess you could say spoilers because I didn't get to do it in the past one because I wanted to make sure not to ruin anything for you people, but then the fact of the movie is James Gunn's, quote, remaster reboot version of Superman is so flawed in so many ways. First of all, a lot of people are saying it's woke. Once again, I hate that word woke because people nowadays don't know the true meaning of what it really is. It came back from the 1900s involving pretty much African Americans and stuff and other stuff. It has nothing to do with what people think woke is today. But no, I would have to say this movie is not woke. God, I hate that word. It just sounds stupid. But honestly, the problems I have with it that I have to point out is there's no creative directive anymore in these movies. James Gunn is no better than anybody else, and the overall plot in this is a hodgepodge of 4 different comic books he smashed together and neutered and put this layer of this modern day feel on it to where all the characters are out there, they're getting selfies, you know, and it's modern day take, which for me is off-putting. It really is off-putting that these they're caricatures of modern day real life. And even the fact that Lex Luthor's main goal in this is the fact that he hates Superman just because he's an alien. Okay, so right there he's kind of, not racist, but spacist? I don't know what you would call that, but Lex Luthor's motivations in this is lame as hell. He just hates Superman just to hate Superman because Superman isn't an Earthling, you know? Okay, so that, or maybe he's an Earthist, I don't know. But the thing that bothers me about that is the motivation is so stupid, okay? Very, very stupid on his part. But then you get into the other stuff that the main idea behind this is for Lex Luthor to get Superman in trouble. So people hate Superman to get rid of him. So he's able to work a deal with this this other country that's going to have a takeover like a coup to invade another country. And I hate to say that this is the part where people are actually trying to say this movie is woke. And I get what you're saying, but it's not exact. But it's obviously a parody of Russia invading another country, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. So it's not really well done or covered, okay? So it's a lame excuse just for Lex to go in there and take half the country over to call it Lexapalooza, or whatever the hell he wants to call it. His own landmass. Now that right there, I get along with the fact of Lex. That part with him wanting to have his own country named after him, okay, I can go along with that. But the fact of why his hatred of Superman is never explained, that's really, really stupid. Honestly, the other problem I had a main issue with this movie is overall they throw so much at you and you don't realize it till after you've seen it multiple times. There's a lot of fucking problems with this movie. Like, very beginning, they say everybody on Krypton died and they sent Superman back, and yet at the end of the movie, boom, look who shows up. Supergirl, right? You know, oh, she likes to go to the red moon planets and get drunk. You know, Supergirl, out of nowhere, they don't explain any of that shit. They don't explain hardly anything in this other than the 333 opening, which is really, really stupid. And then the other thing that like really, really bothers me is the fact that you go and you change canon of the main story arc of the original meaning of Superman. Now, I don't have a problem with somebody with having a creative version of a character, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. And James Gunn does a piss poor job in this, okay? Because not only does he take Superman and make him a wuss, Superman is supposed to be the strongest being on Earth. The strongest being. Yes, there's been lots of times in comic books where he's gotten his ass beat, but for the most part, he stands tall and he wins. In this movie, he gets his ass handed the fucking pillar to post. constantly back and forth. He is a weakling. He's fucking pathetic. And when you have other characters like Guy Gardner, the gum-chewing asshole, and Mr. Terrific that makes him look great, like a fucking moron in comparison, that's not really helping your case much, is it? So you have Superman that you have him portrayed as a weak, whiny ass little bitch in this. I did like the fact that his camaraderie with Lois. That was good, but Superman is a weak, pathetic guy in this. You have side characters that, even though they're not in the movie longer than Superman, steal the thunder, steal all the love. They were the best characters in the damn movie. Then you have this really terrible script where you're trying to bring in the fact of the Ukraine. And I'm sorry, it is. It's obviously a rip-off of the Russian-Ukraine invasion. But you do that and just enough to where you go, it's not exactly woke, but it's damn close. And then you add other stuff like changing the main backstory of Superman's parents, saying that they sent him from Krypton to go to that planet to take over and rule it with an iron fist and have sex with all kinds of women, have babies to repopulate so their race can come back. That is stupid. And then you combine that with the fact of, once again, hey, James Gunn, you got two things you do in every single movie. It's annoying. One, you have some slow door either opening or closing, and you have a giant kaiju monster. You know what? I'm tired of your kaiju monster shit. Seriously, every movie you make's gotta have a kaiju monster. Oh, well, what about Peacemaker? Oh, well, Project Starfish in the first movie, the Suicide Squad, and the other one's like, every time you have a kaiju fetish, dude. Every movie you make's gotta have some big ass monster in it, and this one does. And they don't explain where they get the monster from. They don't explain how it grows or nothing. It's just, oh, it's a little guy, he'll get bigger, and all of a sudden he's big and he's destroying stuff. And then you have stuff like, I'm not gonna get mad at a superhero movie where buildings are collapsing. And there's a car here and the whole building's coming down and Superman stops it. Because we all know that whole building that's collapsing, oh, that'll save it. It's not like the building will collapse around and still crush the person. I'm okay with that. I'm okay because it's a superhero movie. But when you make your main character have a backstory where it plays off like he's a bad guy, and I might add everybody, and people love Superman, but the moment they see this video where he was actually sent there to take over, even though he hasn't and he's been helping people, they turn on a dime with him. Oh my God, isn't that funny? And then immediately after they show evidence that Lex Luthor's bad, then they all love Superman again. It's kind of funny, and it's like, oh, you hate Superman until you fucking need him. And when you need him, you're like, where's Superman? You guys just said Superman, fuck you, we hate you. And now you want a Superman to help you because you know he's the only one who can save your ass. It's a convoluted, terrible story. It's way too long. It's got too much shit in it. Way too many characters. The side characters are better than the main character. You took Superman, one of the strongest characters around. You made him into a weak, pathetic idiot that gets his ass handed to him. You made him stupid. And then on top of that, you overlay this thing that his parents sent him there for world domination. In the end, I still say this is a decent movie. It's entertaining. Turn your brain off. But if you stop and you're a fan like me that grew up with Superman, you sit here and you go, how in the fuck is this somehow worse than the Justice League movie? I'm saying it. Justice League was terrible. But the fact is, at least the Superman in that was a little bit more Superman. And this is like, oh yeah, he can't curse, he saves squirrels from being crushed. But honestly, Lex Luthor, like I said, its motivations were pathetic. I don't like the fact of them bringing real-world conflicts into a movie. When I go to a movie, I want to escape the reality and live in a new world. I want to enjoy myself. I don't need mundane shit from everyday life on the news that I see in my damn movie. Slightly changed, but still there. Quit doing that, people. James Gunn, quit with the goddamn kaiju monsters. Quit with your goddamn shaky cam. Seriously. And quit with your terrible jokes of the door opening slow. It's not funny after the 15th time you've done it. But in the end, this is my personal thoughts of what I didn't really like about the Superman movie. It's still a good movie. It was still a good time. But I sit there after watching it multiple times. I go, you know what? This movie isn't that good. The script is terrible. The acting is phenomenal. The effects are okay sometimes. They look like shit others. And like I said, he's got a Quentin Tarantino fetish, but his is kaiju monsters. Please leave in the comments below if you agree or disagree with me on this rant. If there's anything I failed to point out, Please leave in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And here at Devil Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.